Let's talk about Tim Tebow, Mr. Jesus, Mr. Football. He signed with the New England Patriots this week. People thought he was going to be out of the NFL altogether, but he has come back, like Jesus, kind of. And and already, and look, I was going crazy on Twitter with the jokes. There is an endless amount of this. Every comedian was doing it, basically. So there's a couple ways I want to go with this, but I want to start sort of, what's the general thing with religion and sports? Like, why is it so easy to make fun of this guy?
Because he can't throw the ball, and he's a quarterback.
Right. Purely at a sports level. That's
on a sports level, yeah. And then, yeah, he became like this worldwide sensation. Practically like a caricature of himself with that whole Tebowing thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if he realizes what he was doing at first, but like, yeah, he's doing this whole pray thing on the field because God is paying attention to everything that he does.
God loves sports.
God, and everybody at the, I read an article that said that 25% of Americans really believed that God had a hand in who wins the Super Bowl. I mean, that's pretty outrageous. These are the same people that voted for Bush from the last segment.
All right, so let's focus on that then, because this idea, these guys, they train, they practice, 15, 18 hours a day. They are the world's peak athletes. And then some of them, Tebow would be the prime example, thank God for everything, which seems so crazy because it's you doing the work to be better and accomplish things. It's like cognitive dissonance, kind of.
I would love to see the first Muslim football player roll out a carpet and kneel to Mecca every time he makes a touchdown.
Yeah.
I would love to see what 99% of Americans will probably be like, there's no place for religion in football. You take that out, rah, rah, rah. That's not a place to do that. Really?
Right.
I would love for one of our people to have a Nagila every time. I got a grand slam. Get on a chair. Have a chair. And all of America would be like,
they could lift the base.
They could lift the base and, get like a white handkerchief. We did it. And people would be outraged.
Yeah.
But Tim Tebow kneels down and does a thing and prays and has like Leviticus and both, like Old Testament, New Testament under his eyes, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful and it's inspirational.
Right.
I mean, look, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. But I don't think people realize how hypocritical they are when you're not Christian or Catholic or whatever, and that's cool to me, but it's like a little show.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything to me. It kind of takes up time. They give penalties to football players who do like a dance in the end zone. But he has it set up a whole manger scene, you know what I mean, with like frankincense and myrrh, and he has 3 wise men come in every time he makes a pass, but that's okay. I just feel like it's really hypocritical.
Yeah, well, playing the devil's advocate for just a second. Sure. So it seems to me, though, that we can make fun of him because he's Christian. So if there was a Muslim player, I would venture to say that all the comedians on Twitter that are making fun of Tebow would not be nearly as offensive or as forward with the jokes as they are with Tebow. So does that go to something about how we view Christianity in society?
We live in a Christian society.
Right.
If Muslim or whatever religion was the predominant religion, I think you can make fun of it because more people are that.
Right.
But I think at this point, I don't even know if Tebow really believes or not in God or Jesus. He's like, thank God, I believe in God so much that I'm now on a team again. If it wasn't for religion, he wouldn't be on a team. Maybe he's the water boy. He runs a really fast, they have him clocked at like 4-second mile or something.
Right. Wait, so that's interesting. So you think it's because of religion that he now got picked up? Like if he had just this skill set and wasn't this Jesus freak, you think he wouldn't have been picked up?
Well, he's not that talented.
So you're saying it was a miracle?
So that is a true.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
It's a modern day miracle. That's interesting because people are saying Jason Collins, the basketball player who came out, who's unsigned at the moment. But a lot of people are saying, well, he's going to get the benefit now, where the NBA is going to be like, somebody's got to sign him. They're going to force him into being signed. So maybe believing in God and being gay can both help you in sports. Does that make any sense?
Is that why I can't throw? Is that my problem
not
this
gay,
whole time?
atheist.
Yes. Well, I'm not an atheist.
Yeah.
I'm just not a shove it down your face religious person.
Right.
I'm like a card-holding Jew, but it doesn't mean anything really.
Right.
In this world, and you're right, we live in a Christian America
I'm
that
right
really,
about something,
you are
finally.
right about a lot of things. That tie and that beard are two of them right there. but it's always, I think the reason we can't make fun of it is because it's everywhere. I mean, it's in every department store during Christmas and Easter and all, all the holiday type of things that you have to like just basically just give into. It's part of, if you're American, you are celebrating this.
Right.
If you're told you have to have a Santa on your roof. So that's why I think comedians and people can make fun of it and not feel like someone's gonna come after them, because it's kind of just what our country's about.
Right.
And I think if he is okay with what he's doing, and he's like, look, this is what I believe in, and this is what I pray all the time, that's great. But you have to realize you kind of sort of look a little bit ridiculous. So just if you're acknowledging it, like,
Right.
I know I'm taking up time to pray and do a whole thing, and I still stand by, I want to see a Jew do a Hava Nagila after they score a touchdown, or you know what I mean?
Score a touchdown and you made a basketball.
I made a basketball.
Okay,
That's
so
because
clearly
they scored it like this. That's even better.
religion
why
and
Jews aren't in
sports
sports.
expert Kira Solzhanovich right there.